Hi, welcome back to Waxing On. It's Wednesday, usually classic rock, but if you remember on Monday's show, I decided we're going to try and run jazz and big band the whole week. We're kicking off the Ottawa Jazz Festival on Friday. Shortly after that, we got the Montreal International Jazz Festival. Toronto has a jazz festival. We're in the jazz festival season. And we also have another big event coming up in Ottawa. After Jazz Festival ends, we started the Blues Fest. And I only mention that because there was a group we featured a few weeks ago on here, Robert Palmer and Alison Krauss. They're going to be appearing both at the Montreal Jazz Festival in Montreal and Blues Fest in Ottawa. So if you happen to be around either of those locations in July, look up the information online. Robert Palmer, Alison Krauss. That would have been one of the ones I'd say must see for this summer. I mean, I would have been excited to see Palmer out. Also, speaking of big bands, we talked about Prime Rib. We talked about Jive Wires on Monday. Tuesday, I believe it is, the 26th. And sometimes I get these dates mixed up, so you may want to check. We got Sun Ra's Orchestra doing a late night show in Ottawa. I think it's 10:30. But if you want to go back in time to the great music of Sun Ra, great chance to see that. Just double check time and date. I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday the 26th, but somebody you're not going to see very often. Now, I want to caution you on this one. A couple years ago, Carla Bley was coming. I thought, boy, going to be a great chance to see her because how much touring does she do in North America? And something happened transportation-wise. She couldn't make it, had to cancel. But as it stands right now, the Sun Ra Orchestra set up for 26th of June. Okay, on to today. Following up on our jazz theme, I had a CD, and again, this was another one of those discount bin thrift store CDs, Jazz Romantic Evenings. Now, don't want to mislead you on this. It doesn't have to be for a romantic evening. There's some great music on here whenever you want to listen to it. A little smaller groups. We're not talking big band this time. We're talking smaller. Well, we got a couple here. Got Harry James, obviously big band there, right? When a Sleepy Time Down South. We featured Harry James way, way back. I mean, you're never going to get a greater trumpet player than that, and a chance to hear him on here, not to be missed. We got the Gerry Mulligan Quartet. Sure, we've talked about Mulligan before, haven't we? I'm getting sentimental over you. Vocalists. Sarah Vaughan on here doing the song called I'll Be Seeing You. We got Victor Feldman doing Stardrift. Benny Goodman. Gosh, we featured him way back. I mean, some great, great tunes from the King of Swing. Stardrift. And Alone Together. Benny gets two together. Mel Torme, Long Ago and Far Away. The old Golden Fog. I mean, you can't beat Mel Torme for a vocalist. We haven't really featured him on his own. We featured him in a concert setting with Gerry Mulligan, Mel Torme. I forget what it was called now. Quite a few episodes ago. Go back, check it out. We've got Charlie Bird and Herb Ellis doing Things Ain't What They Used to Be. Embraceable You by Super Sax, another great sax band. Here's That Rainy Day with June Christie. The Red Norvo Quintet. Boy, I haven't heard of them in a while. Lena and Lenny. Phil Woods Quintet doing Last Night When We Were Young. Carmen McRae back again with Fly Me to the Moon. And Easy Living, Flip Phillips and the Woody Herman Orchestra. Couple of big bands, couple of small groups, some great vocalists in there. Again, just to get you in that jazz mood as we head into festival season. This one was called Jazz Romantic Evenings. And again, this is the kind of thing they picked up at the thrift store. I mean, these kind of albums came out. I'm not even sure the label on this one. Looks like it says Hindsight Jazz. They're putting compilations together. I mean, they're not regular recordings these artists have made. They come out and they were listed as discount bin albums at the time. But some great performances on there. And again, if you haven't heard all of these performers, here's a great chance to get a little taste of what they're about and maybe go back and check out their full catalog. So that's it for Wednesday. A little more jazz, some big bands, some small groups, some familiar names. We got a lot of episodes we've touched on here. If you go back and on YouTube, you can check. We've divided that into different categories. There is a jazz category that you can go through and find these episodes quite quickly. 470 some episodes. I tend to remember very few numbers what the episodes were. I just remember we did it sometime. Hey, 471 episodes today. We started this back in 2019. No, I think it was 2000. Was it 2020? No, I think it was 2019. No, it's 2020. It's been so long ago. Hard to believe. Completed 3 years, starting 4 years of doing waxing on. Where's the time go, man? It's gone. That's why sometimes I forget the episodes, but you can go back, check out the categories, take a look. Jazz for a Romantic Evening. Everybody have a great evening. We'll see you on Friday. Till then, take care. Thanks for stopping by.